Hi everybody, it's Jen with Caketastic Cakes, and I'm going to show you how to make some orange cranberry snowball cookies. These things are really delicious and surprisingly easy to make. A little bit messy, but totally worth it. You're going to have to do a little bit of prep work before you begin. You're going to need a half a cup of chopped up craisins. So go get yourself a little bag of craisins and chop them up till they're nice and fine. And you want a half a cup, so then put that aside. Now you're also going to need a tablespoon of orange zest. So get out your grater, get out your oranges, and start zesting them up. And once you have a tablespoon, put it aside. And you want to move kind of quickly because you don't want your zest to dry out. So, when you're ready to be moving, that's when you're going to zest your orange. To start, the actual dough itself is, again, super easy. It's basically a sugar cookie kind of a recipe. You're going to do 1 stick of softened butter. I use unsalted softened butter. And then you're going to add a 1/4 cup of powdered sugar. Put them together in your mixer and go ahead and mix it up. So you're basically making icing right now, which is, of course, always delicious. I'm going to add a full teaspoon of vanilla extract. That's some homemade extract right there, and it was lovely, let me tell you. And then you're going to add also a half a teaspoon of salt. Now, once it has mixed up a little bit, go ahead, get your spatula, scrape your sides, and you're probably looking at it like, oh, that's a teeny tiny amount of batter. So yeah, it is. It doesn't make a whole lot. You'll get maybe 2 dozen or so out of this. You're going to add your zest, your tablespoon of zest, and then slowly incorporate your cup of flour. So it's 1 cup of flour. You do a little at a time, and you're going to see it gets kind of pie crusty and a little bit dry and crumbly, but that's okay. So again, use your spatula, scrape it up. Now take one of those oranges, or the only orange you zested, and if it's a small orange, that's all you need, and you're going to juice half of it. So go ahead and squeeze half of that orange, a small orange, into your dough, and again, mix it up. So any of that kind of dry flakiness it had is going to go away. You're going to add your half a cup of chopped up craisins, and let it mix. And if it's anything like mine, it'll all stick to your beater. And then you'll have to pick it all off and mix it by hand anyway. So yes, go ahead and do that. You can kind of see too the craisins, how they're all chopped up. They're not really distributed evenly because it is such a small amount. So just mix it up till you're happy with it. Make sure it's nice and even throughout because it's going to be worth it at the end. And you're left with basically a lump of cookie dough, sugar cookie dough, basically. So get yourself some plastic wrap, make your little dough ball, wrap it up, and stick it in the fridge for about an hour until it's nice and firm. Now, after it has set up, you're going to bring it out, let it come to not even room temperature. Let it sit for maybe 5 or 10 minutes so you can actually work with it. And then you're going to break off little pieces and roll them into 1-inch balls. They are small. These are small little things. They don't get real big. They're not going to expand like a cookie in the oven that you might be more used to. These are going to stay small, but it's okay. It really is okay. So again, you're going to keep rolling them out until you have made all your little 1-inch balls. And I should have said this already, but you should have your oven set to 350 degrees. And these little bad boys are going to go in the oven for 15 minutes. I had them for 15 minutes exactly. And I was very happy with how they came out. I felt like they had cooked up properly. So off they go. Now, while they're in the oven and cooking, you may as well get ready. Pour a whole bunch of powdered sugar into a deep-sided dish. And you're going to want a lot of powdered sugar because we're going to coat these suckers. And then we're going to coat them again. So as soon as they come out of the oven, while they're still nice and hot, you're going to oh so delicately pick one at a time and drop them in your powdered sugar. And if you have a dog, they might come out to see you, just like mine did, because they want to know if there's anything for them to eat. Anyway, okay, so put them in the powdered sugar just like that, and then cover them with powdered sugar. Make sure they're buried, make sure they're completely covered. Do what you need to do. Try not to have them touch each other, because the idea is they're still hot, and they have a little moisture to them, of course. That's going to create a glaze over the cookies themselves. So some of the powdered sugar is immediately going to stick to them. You don't want to disturb them yet because you will just rub it off basically. So let them sit in there for a few minutes, kind of let them cool a little bit. Not all the way, but, a little bit. Now get some kind of sifter or use your fork or whatever you got and just, don't think about your cat box while doing this because it's all it reminded me of, honestly. But it smelled so good, it wasn't gross. And then sift them out, put them on your cooling rack, and let them finish cooling all the way. Okay, and you're going to do that for all the batches that you've made. So you take them out while they're hot, put them in there, give them a few minutes to sit in the powdered sugar and cool a little bit. Sift them out, put them on your cooling rack until they're fully cool. And what I'm doing here is I'm just putting a little bit of extra powdered sugar on top where I kind of really scraped it off. And also, if you see me using any tools or supplies that you think you could use yourself, if you check the link in the description below, it will take you to my Amazon shop. And that helps me out if you buy something because it gives me a little kickback. So it's a way of supporting me without really costing you any money directly to me. So consider it, please. Okay, now I've got my second sheet here, and with much less grace and decorum, I'm just kind of scraping and dumping them in. I'm not doing that little delicate thing that I did a moment ago. And again, just mix them up, make sure they're all coated. I just kind of, separated them a little bit. And again, give them a few minutes to cool. And when they're done, put them on your cooling rack, just like before. Now, once they are fully cooled, so come back, 10, 15 minutes later, however long you need to do, and take them and put them once more back into the powdered sugar. And this is going to be the last coating you do. I just put them all in because I kind of figured at this point, you know, it's already got kind of a glaze coating on it that you'll notice. This is going to stick to that and just give it that final, very white, crisp, fluffy, powder sugary snowball effect. And that's it. Dig them out. You don't have to leave them in for long, just enough to recoat them. Sift them out, put them on your cooling rack, and then they are done and good to eat. And when I tell you, they are citrusy. They've got that nice little tartness from the little chewy bits of the craisins because it kind of bakes down. They become almost gummy-like inside. And the powdered sugar on the outside makes it nice and sweet. So good. Got to try these. Like, highly recommend. So I hope you found this video helpful. Please like and subscribe because it helps me out as well. Like I said, check the link for the in the description for any supplies or tools you might need. And I also have a ton of other videos out there, cakes, cookies, pies, you name it. I probably have covered it at some point. So be sure to take a look. And as always, thanks for watching Caketastic Cakes.